Hey everyone, Savannah here. It's October 30th and this is Flosstube number 44. I figured I should just do it now since who knows what the next few days are going to hold. Probably not too much, but you never know. You might hear my kids, excuse me, in the background. This is snow day number 3 for us. We had one last week, I believe, and then Monday. And then yesterday my son would have had school, but I kept him home just because I didn't trust myself driving. And then again today they announced no school. So my daughter went yesterday, but I ended up just walking her because, like I said, I didn't know what the roads were like. So yeah, snow day number 3 in October. Today's like 1 degree out there, so I think that's why they shut down today. Anyways, let's get started. I don't have too much like life stuff happening, so it's easier for me to just talk about the crap that's on my desk. And if the lighting is terrible, I apologize. I mean, there's lots of light from, it's gonna snow again, so the sun went away, but this is what I have. Okay, stitching wise, we'll do that stuff first. I have not done a lot. Well, I have done a lot, but I haven't done a lot. I'll just start with what I have. So I decided to start a new HAED for my birthday, which was October 6th. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, which I also hit 500 subscribers on my birthday. So woo woo, you guys rock. Anyway, so I started this for my birthday, but I started it on the 4th. Started stitching it because I really wanted to try out Pattern Keeper, the app, before my 2-week trial thing ended, because I wasn't going to just buy it. And, so I tried it out, liked it. I did buy it. I started this on the 4th. And then as soon as I posted on Instagram, I had this weird feeling that I probably orientated my fabric the wrong way. It wouldn't have been a big deal. It would not have been a big deal because I could have just cropped it more than what I've already done. But then I also realized that I had loaded it into Pattern Keeper wrong. So I had to rip it out anyways. Ripping 1/1 is not fun. Thankfully, it was only a little bit, but anyways, what I am talking about for my new start, and then I restarted on the 7th, so it never happened on my actual birthday, but I started Widow's Mite. So I have this piece of paper here to just cover up some of the crop work. So I'm cropping out all these gentlemen there, and then there's also a whole column right here that I'm cropping out as well. Yeah, because it's mostly just gonna be this black, so I'm just gonna crop all that off. So when I goofed up, I could have just cropped off like this much and it would have still worked, I think, but again, I just fixed it. Pattern Keeper is pretty awesome though, let me tell you. So this is where that's the back. This is where I got to. This is all one color. I didn't do a whole heck of a lot, but this is the edge of the pattern, and I don't know if this is the edge of the pattern. I don't think so, because I still have all that much. So no, I don't think it's the edge of the pattern, but let me flip this over. There, it's a little bit better. Yeah, that's how much I did in a couple days, not too much. It's so easy just to do this extreme cross country with that Pattern Keeper. I love it. Can't wait to use it for more patterns. Anyway, so that's all I did for like a birthday start kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. I've been kind of swamped with cross stitch commission pieces this month. It's kind of my own fault, but I bit off a little bit more than I could chew, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then my main focus piece every evening is my Yep. What is this called again? Lady of the Flag. So let's turn it. Yeah. You know. So I do have just a little. It's not, see, it doesn't go past the Q-snap, so I'm not that far down. But I have all of her, that sleeve bit that goes all the way up, and I'm working my way down the flag on this side. So I decided to do, well, it's you, as you can see, I did the teal green conversion. But I also decided to take it one more step and replace all the beads with Kreinik. It's messy in there. It was pretty earlier, but then I started using them. So I did the work and converted it, and then I sent my list over to Christine at a stitching shop in Denver, and she pulled everything and laid it all together so we could determine if these would be a good swap. So the only two that are a concern would be this green one and this blue one. But that's not a problem. Let's see here. I've already used the Kreinik in, oh, sorry guys, in this top bit of the flag, which you can't really even see it. And then I also did it in her crown, which I did use that dark green color, and it looks good. Do I need to do this thingy? Yeah, I guess so, huh? I still need to put the Kreinik up in the torch and then down in the dress, but for right now, this is what I have. And it looks good. It is a little stressful, to say the least, because I am very much a follow the pattern kind of gal. Don't change too much. You know, don't change colors or too much, you know, too far off. But I thought I would try it. I have my reasons for doing this. I'm just not going to talk about them right now. That will be at a later point. But yeah, so this is as far as, I guess I could just fold this fabric up over. This is as far as I got now. I have other plans for this as well. I'm possibly cropping it, but I have to, I plan to finish the flag down to where the, you know, like the pattern break is, and then from there seeing what I can do to crop it. If not, then I still have a long way to go. Yeah, that's my main piece. Just coming along nicely. A little over a month of stitching on that. Okay, and then like the last stitchy-ish piece, the one that's keeping me pretty busy, is I decided to reopen my Facebook shop, but only for like Stitch People portraits. And so I opened that, and then I went and posted on a local like selling page here in Colorado Springs, and I ended up having more interest than I expected, and I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. So I'm like, it's been this would be the second week since I posted that, and I'm still working on the orders from 2 weeks ago, which kind of sucks, but that's also because I have one quite large order, and I still have 3 more to go, 4 more to go maybe, but I haven't listed since, so I've been doing lots of little stitched families. I think stitching for a job is definitely not something for me. This just feels, it's so much harder than what you think it is. So that's been keeping me pretty busy during the day, but also a lot of other projects too. I feel really weird about this video. Like, I don't feel like I'm on it. And that is very dark. It's very dark. What if I turn my light this way? That's too much. Okay. anyway, so we'll carry on. So I have a lot of yarn and some quilting to show. So I'm going to do the giveaway now, since I did finally hit my 500 subscribers. I'm actually at 576 now, and I believe that's just because of the designer showcase, or the Flosstube collaboration. So I really, really appreciate it, guys. I can finally give this away. So what I have is, ooh, the cross stitch monthly planner, and I'll take this out so you guys can see it. I bought this a long time ago, and it's just taken a while. Alright, so it's a disc styled planner. It is undated, so oof, I can't fold this back easily. Alright, undated, that's what I'm trying to say, but it comes with a bunch of stickers, some clear pockets, not exactly sure, like one or two, yeah, these quad pockets, then a zippered pocket. No, I'm not showing you. A zipper pocket, and then you get into your planner stuff. So maybe this is not going to work out so well. Sorry, guys. But yeah. All right, let's see here. So it does show 2018, 2019, and 2020 there. But like I said, this is undated, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. It's got instructions on how to cross stitch, an area where you can write your projects, and other information. Let's see here. It's got some, oh, so on the back of this side, this you get, I'm trying to, some grid paper. So I guess you could like design your own things or whatnot. And then it goes right, oh, and then next is inventory, which this is not updated with the new colors. It starts at, well, the variegated and then 150, but you could check off the colors you do have in your inventory. Oops. You can put swatches in if you wanted to. I think that would make it pretty bulky if you did that, though. What else do we have? Material swatches, same thing. And then at the beginning of each month, you get a pattern. So this one is a snowflake for January. And then you get your undated month. And then you get your undated weeklies for each month. So really this can work anytime, not just next year. And then another pattern for February, and same old, all the way to December. Let's see what's after December. Oh, that's it. So it stopped after that. It just stops at December. There's nothing after. It's just more bits of pattern. So everything all your resources are right in front. So that is what I am giving away. Since this is a hefty thing to send, I do want it only to be US. I apologize for that, but like I said, this is pretty heavy. It's not going to be cheap to send. So I want you to, well, the rules are you must be 18 or older. Please be a subscriber. And in the comments, just say I would love the planner. You know, just anything with the word planner in it. Sorry for the glare. And I will send this to you. Oh, here's a picture of all the projects for each month. But yeah, I'd like to give this away to someone because I won't use this. I'm not an undated kind of planner person, but I thought one of you guys might like it. So that's the giveaway. Don't say giveaway, don't say contest, prize, you know. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the rules to Flosstube giveaways. Okay, so that's all the knitting, I mean not knitting, I'm sorry, cross stitch, since I've been kind of busy. I have a time limit on the Lady of the Flag. I have all these stitched families I need to work on, so that's it. If you don't want to watch the rest, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. If you want to stick around, I'll have yarn and quilting to show. Okay, next we'll do the yarn stuff. I've been working on 2 projects-ish, kind of simultaneously. The first one is my everyday SLOUCHIE beanie. I'll try to insert pictures of what it's supposed to look like, because that's always helpful. And this is as far as I am. The lighting. It looks better with this dark, because you can actually kind of see what the coloring is. I mean, that's not what it looks like in person, but that's kind of what I'll show you in a minute what my yarn looks like. My Instagram, I took a picture of this yesterday in the bright sunlight, and that's what it looks like in person. So I finished the brim the other day, and then I got stuck because I didn't have the next needles in the length that I needed. But when Jen Crafts here on Flosstube, when she and I went to a local yarn shop called You and Me, we both grabbed these needles. They're pretty expensive, but they're cool. They're Knitter's Pride, and they have, if you can see the color, these are actually 1 inch, and they have the number on it. So like this says 1, 2 inches, 3 inches, and so on and so forth on the cable. So you can measure your piece without having to use a measuring tape or whatnot. Anyway, so I'm finally able to get back to knitting this. It's so soft. So my yarns for this are, this is the mohair I'm using. This is Emma's yarn. I forgot what that's called. It's grayscale. And then this one, ooh, the lighting. That's bad lighting. Like, it's bad lighting. There we go. This one is the very first yarn that I bought when I decided to start getting back into knitting. This is a Game of Thrones themed yarn. It is called The Pack Survives, so it's based off of Sansa. It's from Dietastic Yarns, or just Dietastic on Etsy. So putting these two together, let me bring this closer, maybe it's a lot, it's not showing the yarn as well. Like you can see, it's not as dark. I still like it because I love gray, so it's just weird that it's not showing up as dark on this as this. Anyway, so that's one project. And then when I couldn't knit on that anymore because I had ordered needles, and those needles still aren't here yet. They're stuck in Denver because of all the snow. And then the other project I'd been working on while waiting for those needles is called the Heartwarmer COWL by LORKOWSKA. I'll put a picture here because mine's in black and white. And actually, okay, this is what this looks like. So I'm using Jen Craft's Spectacular Yarns. This is called Blue Springs. I'm using her yarn for it. Let's see if I can get it to... That's close. It's a little bit... The lighting is darker. This is where I am. Trying to figure out the best way to hold this. So it's done in sections, or it has different sections. So you start with ribbing. It's what, 1 by 1 ribbing, and then the next section. Let's see if I can hold this up well. It's called Lace and Cables. Woo! I'm trying to do this well and quickly at the same time. Oh, so I had it for a second, but then I needed my finger to point. Well, it's really hard to see because it's so busy. There's cables and then like lace V's in between each cable. So that's what I've done. And then the next part is interrupted ribbing. So it's pretty much just, you know, a row of knitting, a row of purling, a row of knitting, a row of purling, followed by one ribbing, and then same thing. And then there'll be another section of the one by one ribbing. And then after that is the bobbles. I'm hoping that goes smooth. But yeah, that's crazy. And it's busy. I wonder if it'll look better when it's blocked. Like, be easier to notice the cables. But yes, that took a lot longer to talk about than necessary, right? And then for my birthday, so you know what? I betcha I started that hat around my birthday because I know we went to You and Me, and I take that back. I did not. I started it before. I know I got needles though, so that I could work on that hat because you need 2 sets of size 1 needles to do the brim. So I had to get another set of size 1. But I also got some yarn as well. I decided to get this is Andromeda's sock yarn called Aspen. She lives right here in Colorado Springs, the local dyer. And I got her, well, it's Aspen. It's really pretty. Again, the lighting. And then I ordered some yarn online from one of the Instagrammers that I follow. It's called Less Traveled Yarn. And I got it in, it's called Slutty Pumpkin. And when I got it, I realized, hey, they go really well together. Like, really well together. I don't know what I'm going to knit with these yet, but I thought they were pretty, and so I grabbed them. What else? Still waiting on a package from Knit Picks, and that has other yarn in it. Again, just yarn that I bought because I either liked the name or I wanted to try it out for something or other. And some knitting needles, the needles that were for that hat that aren't here yet. And then I have more yarn. Like I said, Jen and I, we went last weekend to You and Me, and she brought a whole bunch of yarn to show the owner. And so she showed me all her yarn, and I snagged three of her yarns. So this one's already caked up because it's ready for Jessie Marie's knit along. That's starting on the 1st. I'll show you the pattern that I'm going to use for this in a minute. So this one's called Inspired. I don't know if she even has this one available yet. It didn't even have like a little sleeve thing. This one's called Ginkgo Gold. This is not turning out the right color. It is more of a mustardy yellow. And then this one's called Tropical Twilight. And I thought all 3 of these would be beautiful for this wrap, which I'm going to start on the 1st. Very pretty. Thank you, Jen. And then lastly, I got my other Knit Picks order in the mail yesterday. This one's nice. So I got this yarn. It is Knit Picks Wonder Fluff in the Hair Heather. I got this for a sweater that I'm hoping to start real soon. I might start on the 2nd for Jen's birthday, actually. It's very soft. It's It's a chunky weight. And it is 70% baby alpaca, 7% merino, and 23% nylon. It's so soft and squishy. So I have a whole bunch of that for this sweater. I'm excited. It looks pretty easy. PETITEKNITS, it's really nice because they rate their patterns by skill level. So it's like a 1 to 5 star rating, and it was labeled at 2 for like easy. So and those sleeves are what, you know, what killed me. I needed it because of the sleeves. She does have a mohair edition, but I was like, the sleeves just weren't as poofy, so that is it, I think, for knitting. Oh, no, this. I finished my Right Around the Corner shawl. Finished this a while ago. I have not added the tassels because I'm not sure if I want to yet. So I have a string hanging from this and that, and just because I'm unsure. It's nice and warm. Hello, Olivia. I wonder how long she's been standing there. Okay, quilting. I'm not sure how much I can talk about this, just because they are gifts. I don't think they watch my videos, but hopefully they don't. This is for one. I bought the and the yardage for this fabric came in just yesterday as well. So I guess there's not much to this quilt that I can show, but this is pretty coloring. It's all neutrals, and it'll become what looks like an incredibly challenging quilt to something very simple. Yeah, so not much to show you. And then this one, it needs to just be sewn together. A YouTuber friend, Kylie, I think. I hope that's her name, Kylie. Let me pull you up. I don't know how to pronounce your username, so she used to sell needle minders. I forget what that company was. Yeah, Kylie. I knew there was an R, but that's for your last name. She posted a picture of a quilt that looks like this. It's, it looks, you know, uses these colors, looks like this, but then sewn together. And I fell in love and knew I needed it immediately. So she enabled me to make this quilt. It's called the Color Wash Woolies flannel quilt. So I didn't get the the actual fabric that is called for this. She did, Kylie did, and it looks fantastic, but I didn't want to spend the money for the flannel that it called for. So I just got flannel from, you know, Joann's. But it's still soft. But yeah, I will show it when it's fully finished. This one needs to be, this one needs to be finished by the end of December, and the other one has to be finished by the end of January. But I will take photos and stuff so that I can show them definitely after they're gifted. But yeah, I've been working hard on those too. And then I have a bajillion other projects, sewing projects. I need to sew another project bag for these yarns, for that wrap that I'm going to do. I don't have to sew a bag for the big sweater because this bag I made when I was pregnant with my son, because this ended up being my diaper bag. And I fit all of I washed it, and you know, because it was sitting in the back of the closet, in my kids' closet, and I was like, oh, this would be a perfect bag for, oh my gosh, now it's stuck, for a big sweater thing. I don't have to worry about making a bag right now anyways. But it's got this cool little, I think it's called the Weekender bag. It's not meant to be a diaper bag, but I used it as one. And it's beautiful because I made the piping on it, and the fabrics are beautiful, but it's chock full of yarn. And so this is perfect for my Sunday. Oh, that sweater, Sunday sweater. For my Sunday sweater. And then, what else? My friend wants me to make her a beanbag chair for her daughter, but it would fit her stuffed animals. I plan to make another bag, like a slingback bag for my daughter. That's because, well, I plan to make it for her because the first one needs, and I can't just make my own first because I'm afraid I'll goof up. So I'll make it for her first because she's cool with it. And so on and so forth. I feel like I'm rambling a lot. So I'm going to just end this video because this is it that I have to show right now. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your subscriptions and your comments and your likes. I appreciate you being here and listening to my crazy. I'm crazy. Oh, and yeah, I did something crazy. This is not the color I wanted it to be, but it is what it is for now. I plan to change it probably next month. I will probably be changing it again because this is as pretty as it is. It's not me. Like, I like having crazy hair. I just don't want this crazy of hair. But anyways, so next video, it might be different. Alright, that's it. Don't forget about the giveaway. And I'll see you guys next time. Happy Halloween!